In an explosive development near the Persian Gulf, word that Kazakhstan has invaded neighboring state of Kunduz, with fighting reported along the border. Residents say they were awakened by machine gun fire and heavy artillery. For weeks, 100,000 Kazakhstani troops have been reported amassing near the border. In Washington, the White House is condemning the invasion and calling for all American citizens to seek shelter in our embassy in Magdukel.
The third day of the invasion has been much of the same, with Kazakhstani troops surging into the region. The Royal Army of Kunduz is reported to be mostly splintered, with many forces throwing down their arms and surrendering. The majority of the resistance has been maintained by the Kunduzi Royal Guard, but they have been unable to stop the advance. Amidst the waves of calls for peace from the international community, the British, Australian, and American ambassadors are planned to meet tomorrow to deepen communications with Kazakhstani officials.
In breaking news, we go live to Ryan Davis on the ground in Magdukel with reports of gunfire near the British Embassy.
That's right, Jane. As about 30 minutes ago, 1 p.m, we first began to hear shots from the embassy. Sources confirm that British, Australian, and American troops at the summit have become involved in the fighting. However, they have been unable to provide any details on how the situation escalated and who fired first. In fact, if you look behind me just now, you'll see what appears to be a British helicopter that has landed on the roof of the embassy. I'll be standing by in Kunduz to share with you the information we can gather as we... As you just saw, we had a British helicopter go down.
Yesterday afternoon, as Peter Duncan, our ambassador to Kunduz, was hosting a summit in furtherance of peace in the region, our security forces experienced an unprovoked attack by Kazakhstani invaders. They returned fire along with their compatriots from America and Australia. Numerous efforts were made to request a ceasefire, with the eventual agreement that an unarmed helicopter be permitted to withdraw the ambassadors and other civilians to safety. In a flagrant and wanton act of cruelty and malice, the helicopter was attacked just after takeoff and crashed to the west of Magdukel. Our forces were unable to reach the crash site. However, we have confirmation that all aboard perished in the crash. Just moments ago, we delivered an ultimatum to the Kazakhstani king. Immediately order a ceasefire and withdraw from Kunduz and submit to a thorough investigation of the atrocity committed yesterday, including handing over all guilty parties for trial. Anything less than this will be met with the immediate deployment of our troops alongside American and Australian forces. We will have peace and we will have justice.